Hello and welcome to another episode of Kajabi in 5 minutes. It's great to be here talking to you guys, and I hope that you're getting some good insights into what Kajabi can do through these episodes. The last couple episodes, I talked about some spacing and moving and organizing in a page type stuff and settings. And so today I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the design things that I think about when I'm building a page and how kind of all of it can tie together in a few instances on the page to make something look nice. So, granted, this is a podcast, you're not going to get to see anything, but I think that, these ideas will help. And, if you're listening at your computer, then, you can kind of implement and see what's going on. So one of the things that I do when I build a page, and I'm usually building a page from scratch and not using one of the templates. And I find that the best because if it's a full page that I'm building, the template just isn't going to match what my client wants or what I want. And so instead of trying to work and, arrange things in the template to fit, I'm just going to start from scratch. That being said, templates can do a great job if they really line up and match with what you're looking to achieve. And if you can just replace, words and stuff, then the templates can be really helpful. Well, let's talk about a CTA bar. I like this because I use it as a form to collect for like a lead magnet in some instances, but it can also be really easily used as a call to action to move people into a sales page or from a sales page into a checkout page. And so sometimes it's hard to fit your form and your lead magnet or your call to action into the design that you've got going on the page. This is a great way to just add it easily and in a nice way, but also in a way that helps the design. And so it's a very thin section. It starts with a section, and there's two pieces of content in the section. You have a text box that's usually in the blue width boxes. You're going to be 1 or 2, probably 2 on your width. And then the second content block is a form, and the form is going to be set to be an inline form. And your text box is going to be 2 or 3, and then your form is going to be a 7 or 8, I guess, to kind of give it the space. And what setting the form to inline does is it makes the information boxes, the name and email, go side by side. And in the form, you're going to delete all of the words in the text area so that it's just the boxes. And in the text box, that's where you're going to put a little bit of text. And be mindful of, the inside spacing and outside spacing of these blocks. And you can set them to 0. You might need a bit of inside spacing, but what it does is it makes a very thin section. You put a solid color in the background, and you've got this nice little bar that's really easy to match to almost any section that you've done. You can just throw it at the bottom. It also works as a great break between sections if you want like a visual break. And you can save this section in your saved sections, and then you can just add it from there on any page throughout your website to really maintain consistency if that's what you want. Anyways, so that bar, it's just a really nice, simple way to easily fit in your lead magnet or a call to action onto a page. I find that it works onto a page. Speaking of Kajabi's saved sections, especially when you are building your website and you've got multiple pages where you're probably focusing your readers, your page visitors' attention to the same thing throughout kind of all of your core pages, your lead magnet most likely. Using the saved sections is an awesome way to do that. And you can build a nice, it doesn't have to be, this thin bar that just kind of plugs in, but you can build a full section that talks about your lead magnet really nicely and gives the form on screen and all of that, and save that as a saved section. And then you can go in through your homepage, about page, contact page, your blog pages if you're using those, and just pull that out. Any other website pages or landing pages that you're doing, just pull that save section out and put it there again. And it's a really simple way to maintain consistency and help people develop awareness and draw their attention and focus to the main call to action that you want to do. So that's what I have for you today. Go ahead and give that little section a try. And yeah, happy Kajabiing.